Welcome back, traders. AMC's on the move. Let's jump right into the charts. This is the Robinhood simplistic chart that we like to analyze from time to time. It's a clear uptrend and actually closed the day after hours at 4%. So it's at $14.10 now. The day closed about $13.50. So the after hours moving higher may be a good indication of what's to come going into the rest of the week. Here's the YouTube trading portfolio. Started at $1,200. It's now up $142. Pretty nice recovery on our WSB plays. Those plays are AMC, NAKD, SNDL, and CTRM. And the AMC position with the $8.75 cost basis is up a whopping 60.99%. Right? Buying the dip ended up paying off, being patient, seeing some nice profits on that entry now. SNDL, it's also up quite a bit. It's up 16% now. It was just under $1 a couple weeks ago. That also appeared to be quite a nice dip. So I went ahead and picked up a small personal position of Sundial the other day. Full disclosure there. And seeing some nice gains on that as well. So the Sundial earnings call is actually today, scheduled for March 18th. So that's pretty cool. That's some good news for Sundial. It was up 9.74% in the after hours. So you're seeing green on the after hours for AMC and Sundial. It's well over $1.50 now. Here's our long-term AMC chart. And there are some developments when we look at it from this perspective. Here's the old sell box from the gap target. And it's a very clear rejection from the top of that sell box. The resistance is just about $14.50. It's coming from this wick back here. Just gonna lower it ever so slightly, like so. And that's right at the where it bounced, where it got rejected. $14.50. And look where it came down to. Came almost exactly to the bottom of the sell box. So the sell box was not perfect. Pretty darn close though. Charting patterns will never be perfect, guys. Okay. It's just an estimate of the general direction. So now that it's touched the bottom of the sell box, has indeed bounced from there currently, and it's holding up nicely above these moving averages. It appears we'll see some continuation from here. This is our up arrow, target arrow projection for the future. I'll move that up. So once AMC finds some consolidation, accumulation here, bullish accumulation, we should see a breakout above this sell box going into the future from all the bullish sentiment in the markets for AMC right now. And once it is above this sell box, we should find some more support on top instead of beneath where it's resistance. And then a run higher. The next target's the local top at roughly $20. It's not the last target. We still have the old all-time high and a couple other Fibonacci targets above $20. And recall the MACD indicator where I was illustrating a nice little story here, and it went a little something like this. Start with a lot of bullish momentum, large bullish momentum, followed by large bearish momentum, followed by a small amount of bullish momentum, followed by a small amount of bearish momentum, followed by a large amount of bullish momentum. We are indeed seeing that play out right now on the MACD indicator. For day traders, the stair-stepping pattern is in full effect. Check this out. Our predictions played out very accurately here over the last day or two. We've seen it have higher and higher lows a few times now, and I don't anticipate it to be this predictable for very much longer. It's an even distribution, higher and higher, and at any point it could really take off. It is making higher highs as well, so this may not be complete right here. This green push higher may not be complete yet. We may see another higher high come through here. Something like that for day traders. Also, on the RSI, we are seeing a strong bounce off this trend line, support trend line. The indicators align with the sentiment. GME is a different story now. So it got a hard rejection in the sell box area, coming from the resistance on the gigantic wedge, and I will show that in just a minute. But on the shorter, the higher time frames is a 15-minute chart, and it's following these predictions. So it broke down below the support line here, this yellow trend line. I know it's difficult to see with all this other stuff going on, but it's important. Almost all of these lines on the chart are important right now. I'm even going to leave this small trend line from way back and extend it down further, because currently it has extended outside of this trend line. And we're seeing a bit of sideways consolidation. But just like AMC moving upwards, this may not be done quite yet. Okay. And it doesn't have to end there either. We still have a buy box down this area, and it did actually hit that box right on top. Put a price start tag on there. $175. So that's the first entry point. It wasn't the worst entry right there. Personally, I would not go too heavy at that price. I am still remaining patient here and waiting for further patterns to develop on the charts. It could go either way still. There's a lot of people excited about GME, and the earnings for GME is coming up March 23rd, just about a week away. When that happened with AMC, we saw a nice run higher, and we're seeing it right now with Sundial. Besides that, the long-term chart remains bearish. All of that little price action I was just analyzing up here, it's all well below the wedge. We're very far beneath the wedge still, top of it. All of this price action is within the wedge. There's no confirmation on any kind of breakout currently. It might take some time here. And to wrap things up with the indicator, keep things short and sweet today. Remember, we got our live stream tomorrow for Friday. We will be diving deep into the charts, no worries. So, continues the bearish momentum on the 4-hour. Not very pretty. Also, on the RSI, it is below the trend line. This yellow trend line, we were hoping if it was bullish enough, it would bounce off there. It broke below that trend line. And it appears to potentially be getting some kind of rejection. And it could come all the way back down to this lower RSI trend line. This blue one down here. Over the next week or so, right before the earnings report, or even go sideways, or continuing higher. So long term, still bullish on GME. Great. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Happy trading.